We just witnessed the most injured season in NBA history, and it might have been all Adam Silver's fault. When the league released a new CBA that would last till 2030, one of the bigger issues they wanted to solve was load managing players. Aside from requiring players to play a minimum number of games to win an individual award, the league imposed bigger fines for teams who rest all-stars without a serious injury. In the first season, the new rules were applied. It resulted in a lot of injuries. Joel Embiid had to miss 29 straight games because he returned from an injury way too early to try and stay in qualification for MVP. The Memphis Grizzlies alone had multiple games where more than 10 players were out due to an injury and set an NBA record of 481 different injuries across their roster for the season. The result? The Grizzlies also had the most players ever on a team's roster for a season with 31 different players. While there were some guys who managed to have the healthiest season of their careers, once the postseason came around, the injuries to star players got pretty bad. Zion Williamson, Jimmy Butler, and Giannis never got to play. Meanwhile, Kawhi and Dame only got to play a few games before their teams got eliminated. Even coaches weren't immune from the injury bug. And those are just the injuries that happened in the first round. In the second round, the Cavs had to play games without Donovan Mitchell and Jarrett Allen. The only healthy rotation player on the Knicks, once their 7-game series with the Pacers was over, was Dante DiVincenzo. And in the conference finals, Tyrese Haliburton had to miss time with an injury. Let's also not forget that Luka has been dealing with multiple injuries since the first round. While most of the players in the postseason were fortunate to avoid any major injuries, it's pretty clear this experiment has failed. The NBA tried to get creative by solving one of its biggest issues, but the only thing they did was make everything worse.